Hello, my people. Welcome to a new class. Today, this video is about this gele. It's trending, so I just want to make the auto gele for you to see. So, what I will do is I already have the base for this gele, and I have a lot of videos on base, so I'm not including it here. So the most necessary part of these tutorials is the length of the ashoke that could be used for this bow tie. So the length I would be using will be about is a little bit above 72, but I'm going to call it 75 because it's a full tape plus 12. That is a full tape of 60 plus 12. So you know that the 60 is not exactly 60. So we are going to just say 75 inches. Yeah. So 75 inches of gele. This gele tutorials is very fast. It's a short one, but I'm going to do my best to explain it to you. Okay, so I started by basing the dummy's head with the already prepared auto gele base. Then I I will take the 75 inches of ashoke and then I'll start to pleat it. So this splitting is just like you are creating an all round. So you just pleat. When I'm creating my pleat, in order for me to be a little bit accurate, I try to like pleat a small portion first. Then I will now continue from that small portion to follow the line. Continuously, I'll just follow the line. So you might know a better way of doing your pleat. It's not a problem, but for beginners, if you use this method I'm using now, I think it will be easier for you to get it in place. And it's because it's not so much. Remember, it's just three pieces of ashoke that is joined together here, and of course you do not need above 3 inch 3 pieces of ashoke joined together. So I'm going to bring it from the back, like you are seeing now, to the front. So I bring from the back to the front and also look at the the folding on top to make sure that it is smooth, because that aspect need to be smooth as well, because the bow is not going to cover every part of that place. So it's necessary you make it smooth. All right. So I'm just trying to like rearrange the plate. It's not just going to be perfect the moment I bring it from the back to the front. So I need to do a little bit of rearrangement for me to get it right. So the rearrangement I am making, I'll do it on both the left hand and the right hand side to ensure that I'm able to get it smooth and presentable as well. So that's it. Okay, so you can see how it looks. Now there's another important aspect that I would explain, and that is the part that, yeah, where I'm touching now. We need to use that part to belt the bow. So we need at least 8 inches before we tie. So if you have 8, 10 is okay. Don't allow it to exceed 10, because when it's too long, you begin to have challenges of how to keep it behind. Eh? So to avoid such, just do 8 inches long or 10 inches highest, and then you tie. So I'm repleting that part to ensure the smoothness of it, and then I would tie. I'm going to tie. Remember, on the hand where the part that look like a fan now is 8 inches. So I'm going to tie. Ensure that the short one is what will come out at the front, like my own now. So it should be what will come out from the front. The long one shouldn't be the one to come out from the front. The short one should be the one to come out from the front. This process is very important, is very vital to you getting the bow right, getting it correctly. So the short one should be at the front at this moment, because that's what you will use to cover the bow, like you are belting it, like you are tying the middle. Huh? So that's why it does not really need to be that long as well. So this is it. Is that part is ready. So we are going to spread it out like this. Okay. Then we also, so you see that's how it will go back one. And then we will also spread out the one at the back. We'll spread the one at the back out too. So after spreading it out, I will move to the table so that you can see how to fold. Like I said before, this tutorial is a very short one. It's not taking time, just that the gele is beautiful. Let's just go to the table now. So on the table, here we are. This is just what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold to take a reasonable size. A reasonable size. So you can, if you want your bow to be big, then you can take a size that is bigger than what I am taking now. But the size I would be taking is 10 by 8 inches, which is the length is 10, but the height is 8. So both the length and the height is important. Like me now, what I did, I prepared this for asoebi guests. So you should know that I shouldn't be having some kind of irregular shape. I should try to make sure that everything is almost the same. So you have to be careful, you have to be conscious of the length, you have to be conscious of the height that you are using to fold each one. So the length I am using is 10 and then the height is 8. So after folding it like this, now if you fold extra, you are going to have a rough part, and you don't want that, because if you continue to say, oh, let me fold it to finish, which is this back now, is going to be rough. So we are not going to fold that place. We just take this smooth part and forget about that bottom. So while we are doing the, we are going to leave this bottom, because once you take a second fold now, or let me say a last fold now, is going to alter the beauty. So we leave this part. Yes, don't fold it, just rest it on it like this, and from there we take it. So any form of roughness that we want to appear would be appearing behind it. It will not show at the front, and of course showing at the back is not a big deal, and of course it's going to look like ruffles at the back as well. So you leave it at the back. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm using rough stitches. Sorry, I'm using loose stitches to pull it together. I'll first of all pull the bow together. So instead of just folding it with my hand and then just belting, it's not going to make the bow well pronounced. If you do it like that, the bow, the middle will not be deep enough. So to get that deep middle that will make the two sides stand, uh, you are going to use the loose stitches. So you can see my loose stitches. So I'll pull it together now. When I pull it together, it's going to define the shape of the bow for me. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so you can see the shape of the bow is being defined. So I'm going to secure it properly to the I'm going to secure it properly, I mean, both up and down. I'm going to secure it properly. Then I will attach it a little bit to the gele. It's not the base of the gele, the gele, the part we folded and we brought from the back. eh, I'm going to use style just to attach it to that one. So it will keep the bow in position, because you don't want to fix a bow and it's not standing erect. So when I use my thread and needle to do a little bit of work on that part, it will stand erect before I will now belt it. Hmm? All right. So I'll pause a little just to welcome all these people that are joining Creative Ends International for the first time. If today is your first time stopping by Creative Ends International, you are highly welcome. In short, today you are my guest I welcome you in a special way. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. And thank you so much, because I trust that you will also subscribe to this channel today. So please do not forget to subscribe before leaving Creative Ends platform today. And I would be also happy if you can recommend this channel to other persons, so that our community can be increased. Thank you very much. Bye. So let's continue with what we are doing. So let's continue with what we are doing. We are going to belt it now. We are going to belt that part, and that's what I'm doing. Just making sure that the front is smooth. Hmm? Making sure it is smooth. Yes. So we'll check the back. Every fabric that is a little bit excess, we just tuck it in. That is, fold the edge like this inward, okay, and hold it. Then we use our needle and thread. Now the needle and thread is going to do a lot of work here now, a lot, because it's going to be responsible for standing of the bow. It's going to be responsible for spreading it out. So we need to do that right away. All right, and that would be all. After stitching properly, that would be all. I hope you understood what you have watched, and I hope you enjoyed it. I also believe that you can replicate it now. All right, so go ahead and do your own. Send it to me on WhatsApp. I will really, really appreciate it. My number will be appearing shortly. Send it to me. I will appreciate it. I will take time to correct you, and also we continue from there. All right, from my end, it would be by. So we are spreading it out and then using the needle and thread to do a good finishing on it. Oh, bye. I'll see you in my next video.